All right, listen. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and address this directly. I'm gonna talk about the QAnon or the Quan or whoo, my God. I just want to talk about the people that's following those conspiracies. Oh, I'm not even gonna call them conspiracies. Those truths. You know? I'm gonna touch on a couple of bases, and again, when you comment because of your belief systems, I'm just throwing my version out here. That's what social media is for. I'm not responding back to you because I don't need to. Um, I just don't need to. How deceivers trick humans that are not connected to life. That means you don't have an intuition. You don't have a gut. You just are a android. Whatever the program puts in you, you follow the orders. What it does is it gives you 6 truths and it blends them with 4 lies. So because you can actually see the 6 truths or 3 of the 6, you assume that the remaining 7 are facts. And this is how con artists con people. This is how people manipulate. So I'll give you an example. I see a few people posting, if you don't believe that sex trafficking is real, then you're crazy. And what they're saying is basically, so since the sex trafficking is real, but here's the thing. We know sex trafficking is real. There's hard proof evidence that sex trafficking is real. No one disputes that. No one disputes it. There's been people that have been found, and they told their story about being placed in sex trafficking. Okay, so no one disputes that. Now the problem was when your football games and your yoga sessions and your basketball games and your cheerleadings with your kids, when all of that stuff was going on, you, because you were not connected to source, you were oblivious to this knowledge. But those that have been connected, those that have empathy, we've always known this. We've been protesting this. I have videos about this from 2019 in February, way before QAnon was telling you guys about it. So they gave you that truth. And when it hit your subconscious mind, it was like, they're telling the secrets. No, they just told you some stuff that you could have researched for yourself prior to this. And then they hit you with the hoax. See, now I got you. I got you hooked on. I can just pull you in as much as I want. And I'm gonna tell you, Oprah Winfrey has leg monitors on, and then I post videos for you to help your mind. Look at this woman with the whole video recording with capris on and some flats with no ankle monitor on her legs. And she's got an ankle monitor. Fake news. Okay, I just want to try to look at something real quick. Look outside. So that's a tree, and it's daytime. Well, they'll tell you it ain't daytime. It's nighttime. Fake news. And y'all like, yeah, fake news, buddy. Don't get to a point where you can't see what's in front of you. Don't make them believe that you never were breathing oxygen. You were never breathing at all. Yeah, they're right. QAnon. Like it's going too far. You're allowing yourselves to be turned to and fro with every wind of doctrine without looking in yourself and answering everything for yourself. I'm not following a political party. I'm not following what some guy on YouTube said. Now, if I relate to them, it's because that's what I've already found for myself. That's just one topic I wanted to get on. Here's the second one. For all those that say, how dare the state of Alabama tell me I got to put a mask on? Science is not real. That's fake news. Listen, people are dying, whether you want to believe it or not. I can't believe you believe death is not death anymore. Like, that's not a dead body. Fake news. Listen, let me give you an example. So another Qanon or where I might be saying the name wrong, Quan or Q or whatever. I don't really care, you know. Another one is, they are impeding on my freedoms. I have a freedom to not wear a mask. Okay, let's just pause for a minute. I'm not even going to get into the science of, you know, trying to best deal with this virus that's going on. They're not saying it's a cure all. They're saying, hey, man, can we just try something until we can find a conclusion to the situation? And I know you don't believe that. You believe that they're taking your rights. So let's talk about some of those rights, right? I should have the right, because this is my body, to not put a seatbelt on. Although they are asking you to place a seatbelt on for your safety of driving in the car. Now, a seatbelt, every day you get in the car, by law, you have to put it on or you can be ticketed. Why do I not hear the Q people talking about the seatbelt? Because I'm an American. I should not have to be told to do anything. Okay, let's talk about another one that the government is imposing. Because you know, if you put the mask on first, the next thing they're going to tell you to do is to take the vaccination. Well, first of all, my daughter in 2019 does not take vaccinations. Okay, she was born naturally. This is way before Q told you about the COVID-19, buddy. I don't believe in vaccinations personally. It's a personal experience. So no, just because we put the mask on and I sell masks, I'm not taking a vaccine. And they're not going to make me take one. Because again, I've already chose not to do it. But remember, me taking a vaccine does not make me spread a virus to you. They're saying I'm taking the vaccine so that it can help me. Okay, so I just decline that. But when they're telling you to put a mask on, and remember, the seatbelt is not to help the other people either. It's just to help you. It doesn't. The seatbelt doesn't stop an accident, right? But then they tell you to cover your mouth, like sneezing. So we need to stop covering our mouth when you sneeze. So if I gotta sneeze and I'm around the Qanon person, I'm just going. And when you say, why didn't you cover your mouth? I'm saying, I'm an American. I shouldn't have to cover my mouth. Okay, so while we're talking about rights that they impose on you, we need to talk about these taxes too. I don't want to pay sales tax. Who told me I need to pay a sales tax? Let's talk about the stop sign. Not better yet, let's talk about the speed limit. I didn't agree to that speed. I wanted to go 110. I got a V8. But I don't hear you guys talking about the stop sign. They told you to stop. Isn't that impeding on your freedoms? Uh-oh, you stop at that stop sign, they're going to tell you to take the COVID injection next. Hey, listen, man. If you're not going to put the mask on because a Q told you they put it on, next thing you know, buddy, you're going to be taking the COVID-19. And that's my southern accent because it's a lot of the southern states that are dealing with this Qanon stuff, you know. And I'm just saying to you guys, have you thought about that? They're telling you to put a cloth covering so that you can help the other people around you in case you do sneeze. Well, it's not 100%. No, a lot of things are not 100%, you guys. Seatbelts might still die in a seatbelt. Have you ever noticed that sometimes people get trapped in the seatbelt when they're stuck in the car? But what they're saying is, this is the best thing that we have to offer at this present moment. Now, I'm not accepting the vaccinations, nor if the people that you think they're wearing a mask, nor are they going to accept the vaccinations. That whole vaccine bullcrap, that's not going to float. Not going to happen, buddy. Okay? But again, I'm just saying to you guys, man, you're going too far. You're putting people's lives in danger. You are going too far. So you're going to get in my comments and you're going to talk about, I've seen all the things. You're going to repost what somebody else told you, what Q told you. You got a good, strong statement on whatever they told you. But then stop putting the seatbelt on. Stop taking medicine when you get sick. Stop stopping at the stop sign because they're impeding on your rights. Stop stopping at the red light. So next time you have a red light and it's a 4-lane traffic and the 18-wheeler's going, you better be a proud American, buddy. You better not stop at that red light because they're impeding on your freedoms. Stop stopping at that red light. If not, you're with the cabal. And when the speed limit says 85 or 75, you need to go 190 because they're impeding on your rights. Don't you do it. I mean, do you see how ignorant you sound? And I'm saying this because it's going too far. Some of the so-called spiritual people, the conscious, loving world, now you're talking about trigger fingers and killing humans. Like, you guys are going too far because they ask you to place a mask on your face to help other people. It's not for you. The mask doesn't stop viruses from getting in you. It just limits the exposure of particles. Even if it limits by 0.1, that's 0.1% probability that you have to help someone else. So you guys can keep on following these other people. But it's so funny how you talk about the deep state controls people. But the sad part is the great deceiver is deceiving you. And it's hard for you to cope with it. Next thing they're going to tell you is that there is no sun. And you're going to believe it. They're going to tell you gravity doesn't exist. You're going to believe it. If Donald Trump tells you that you can eat feces, most of y'all are going to start eating feces. And this is the truth. This is what they call the great deceiver. The great deceiver doesn't give you 100 lies. He gives you a few truths and a few lies and he mixes them in together. And you eat this big poison sandwich. Imagine a cup of water. It's 90% water, but 10% poison. You're just looking at, well, I see you're up to 90% water. Yeah, but the 10% poison is what's going to take you out. You guys, you have to use something called intuition. It's called your gut. We're in the information age. You have to be able to discern from the truth from the lie. Not by popular demand, but by what serves you. Because right now, you guys, what's about to happen is going to be biblical. Don't be like the Pharaoh. Don't wait till it takes your child. Don't wait till you lose everything to look up to God and say, okay, God, universe, I'm willing to listen. Okay, yeah, he's probably going to bring you in, but look, you still lost everything. Right now, life is beautiful for me. Yeah, I put my mask on when I go in the store, and I don't feel like they're taking my American rights. No, I just feel like I'm helping other people while I'm in there. Then I get back in my truck and I take my mask back off and I keep enjoying my life. You guys are going extremely berserko right now. And to the world, be honest with you, to the world, you're looking crazy. Dive inside of yourself and find the truth. I'm out. Peace. Yeah. Those are Oakleys.